Jimmy. Next week it'll probably be me.
Please don't. Just leave everything the way it is. I promise you. It's a lot better than trying to do some new shit and be all fancy.
Don't send
Because
me that
being fancy,
funky ass. Don't send me that funky ass mic.
first of all, I'm not no more. It works for Wayne though. I don't get it. I'm so confused.
I don't know, man.
That's what you get for Timu.
What? I didn't get it off of
Yeah.
Timu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? I ain't get it off of
shit?
Timu.
Hold up a
No,
sec.
I
Hold
got
up
it
a
off
sec.
of in YouTube. I mean YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube got a store.
Yeah, fucking Amazon.
I'm about to say I know them niggas at a store.
No, they don't. Y'all make me feel better. Thank you.
Oh man.
YouTube, y'all need to have a store. Thank you.
They do, but all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead, big homie.
Are we good? Oh yes, we're ready.
rock.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of What the F Happened This Week in Sports. I'm your host, Wayne. This is the YFM Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. I guess I'm on the inside now. But on the far end there, we have James, Jimmy B. Fearless over there, our great producer. And okay, our great producer, one of the greatest rappers of all time. To the other side of me, I have Sarita from Sarita's F'd Up Stats.
Yes.
Yes, I just have to say this because just because of the timing of how everything has been happening, I have to say thank you for being such a good African American woman and mother that's not named Jada Pinkett, who keeps ruining Will Smith's life.
Oh,
And I'm getting absolutely sick and tired of it. So I just wanted to say that, and she's trying to ruin Chris Rock's life again. Like Chris Rock ain't got nothing to want to do with her.
there's still
That-
good in this world, hunty. Don't let
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James. How you doing over there, man? You okay?
Going through a little construction, but I promise you, it's gonna be so much better. Next week, I'm gonna have my desk all set up. I'm gonna have some stuff in the background. I got some neon signs. We're doing all types of weird and wild. So,
You
but
got
yeah, I'm
neon
doing
signs,
okay.
man. Oh damn!
I got a
man.
neon sign that says "Don't quit."
Oh, okay.
Now I did get that from Timu.
like the college dorm room joint.
Bam. Yep, nice and cringy as you want to be.
Yeah.
So,
It's not
but
gonna
I'm
look
having.
that from Timu.
I got that from
It's gonna
Timu.
say don't quit. It's gonna say don't shit.
I got a couple things from Timu. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Let's go ahead and keep it rolling, y'all.
All right. So first things first, we are gonna get started on Logan Paul. And no, he's not fighting Ricochet in another SummerSlam match or anything like that. He is going toe to toe, mano y mano, fisticuffs with Dylan. Is it Danis? Danis?
I think it's
I'ma say
Danis.
Danis. So Dylan, Danis. So they had their weigh-in earlier this week, and what I saw Logan Paul wearing a mask, and Danis wants him to take the mask off, but he's not going to because the last time they met each other earlier this week, Logan Paul was hit in the face with the microphone, and now he has like some scar on his face where he's probably going to use to make him be a badass, or I took one of these hits. I kind of feel like Dennis will knock him the hell out. He will win, but I'm not gonna give up on Logan Paul. Like Logan Paul is my guy. He and his brother, they keep putting themselves in these very, very weird situations, and they always get themselves out of it and always come out on the other end. Even if they're not victorious, they usually seem victorious. But either way, man, the fight's happening. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel? Phyllis, I'm gonna start off with you. Who do you have winning this fight? Do you think Logan Paul is too much of a an actor? Do you feel like he does too much? And do you feel like that's going to be to his detriment in the fight?
So I feel like that Logan Paul is gonna beat this dude down to the ground. I think that he's going to knock him out. I think it's going to be easy. First of all, Dylan Dennis is UFC fighter, right? He's been injured for a long time, like years. So he hasn't really been able to fight. And it's kind of funny that this is like his first fight in a long time. And it's against Logan Paul. So that's kind of crazy. But, you know, he's chasing that money that a lot of other fighters are. So I can't get mad at that. But I am mad at the simple fact that, you know, what Dylan has been doing on the internet has been really messed up. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but he's basically has for the past 3 months been having a nonstop barrage against Logan Paul's fiance. And I'm talking about
I've heard about that. I heard about
pictures of her, like him behind her looking like he's smashing her, but it's his face. And he just like, good morning. Pictures of her showing her body because she has some kind of salacious pictures on the internet. So he just be like, this is your bitch, all types of stuff. And it gets way deeper than that. You can look at all his social media. It's on there. He ain't removed it to the point where he actually has a cease and desist against him from Logan Paul's fiance.
Damn.
So I feel like this dude is a bait master. He knows how to get people entertained. He knows how to get people mad. And I feel like Logan Paul's going to be trying to headhunt this dude. And I think Logan Paul going to knock him the fuck out and make an example of him.
Do you think he's better at
yes,
entertaining? Oh shit. So you think he does a better job than Logan Paul?
Yeah, because he's been messing with Logan Paul for like the past six months, man. It's been terrible.
Wow.
It's been
So
terrible.
let me
It's
ask
been
you
nonstop.
Are you okay with that? How do you feel about that?
We've kind of talked about this. We talked about rap battles and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna go there.
And you know how I say, I'd be like, you know, no women, no children. You know, you gotta be real careful with that shit. That can get you smoked. So in terms of like rapping, I feel like if you don't want it to get physical, you shouldn't go there. But if you wanted to get physical since this is a fight, why not?
Yeah.
You know, Clubber Lang, he said it. Hey woman, how about you come to my apartment and I'm sure you what a real man is like. You want it, you got it. So that's what this basically is. To me, it's no holds bar. It's like fuck everything and fuck everybody. Is it dirty? Yes. Is it cringy? Yes. Is it gross? Hell yeah. But it's a fight. It's a boxing match, and they can't back out of it now. So we're gonna see.
Rita, what do you think? Who do you think is the better showboat, and who do you think is gonna come out on top of this match?
I don't give two shits about neither one of these.
Yeah.
I don't like Logan Paul. I don't know the other dude. And I'm not impressed. They over there throwing microphones at each other and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That was whack.
but that's the thing. Like, the dude, he was a MMA fighter, Dylan.
Yeah.
And now he's going into boxing, so he doesn't have boxing experience because that is a different lane, sport wise. I mean, he probably will be all right, but I don't know. He doesn't have experience. Logan Paul think he got experience. You have a fight with Floyd Mayweather where you was like 8 feet taller than a nigga and you think you're doing something. I just don't.
Yep.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I ain't even know no ducats for that pay-per-view shit. I don't even know how he still keep getting deals. And then
it's really the only thing that we have right now when it comes to there's not a whole lot in boxing right now.
So there is some amazing boxing matches that happened this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just over
Well,
it.
actually, it's just really been one, and that was the Crawford match. You know what I mean? That wasn't exciting. That just put a lot on. It was one of those matches that everybody was kind of waiting on.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
So that's the only one that I can really think of that boxing wise that anybody cared about. You know, and then like Logan Paul, his brother, they have. I guess they're just so entertaining that.
I don't know, and it's going to be in England, which is dope. I love it when the fights are overseas instead of in Vegas. So that's going to be dope when it's in England because that crowd is rowdy. That's the only thing. The crowd in England goes fucking in. They singing the whole time, bringing big ass that's the shit. I love it. I still ain't paying to watch that shit.
No, I'm definitely gonna find a way to see it, but I'm not gonna. So let me ask you this though, because me and Phyllis will talk about this before. Do you think there's a line when it comes to like talking shit to someone? Like, don't say anything about the family, don't say anything about the kids, something like that, or do you think it's like everything goes?
Well, see, it's like I don't know, man, because it's like you can even take it back to freedom of speech too, and all that shit. You gotta be able to take it as much as you dish it. But it's like at the same time, it's like that's not nice.
Yeah.
Don't do
Well, I
that.
mean, that's the point. That's the point of it. You know, of course, it's not going to because I'm on the side of say anything. I'm on the side if
Yeah,
it'll hurt your feelings, if it'll just throw you off track, if it just stops you from doing anything you're doing, say anything. You know,
right.
and James is more like well, you know, that can get you killed. Saying this guy, I'm like, I understand that, but
Yeah.
I feel like all's fair in love and war. So I think that's what it
Exactly.
is, man.
Like, okay, so he got the pictures with the wifey, which I
Yeah.
didn't even know about. So that's like, okay, that's low blow, right? He got the
Hmm.
pictures with the wifey, but everybody know it's fake. Like,
Hmm.
if he just planning his, like, okay, so it is what it is. But okay, how it's different when you do the shit in person. And case in point is when Bernard Hopkins went to Puerto Rico,
Hmm.
went to fucking Trinidad's press conference, broke the fucking flag in front of him,
Hmm.
and ran the fuck out of there because the entire
Yeah.
was gonna
Yeah.
fuck him up. That that is supreme gangster shit. So if you go
Mhm.
ahead and creating AI generated photos and stuffing, throwing it on there, tweeting. See, we ain't had like Twitter and all that shit when that popped
Yeah,
up.
right.
That
True
Right.
was
that.
a minute ago. When you went hard
That
in
took effort.
face,
Mhm.
my nigga. You was
Mhm.
Yeah.
in the face. It's different. These niggas is pussy. So yeah, go ahead and put your fucking punk ass photo and your AI generated photos and your fucking Photoshop shit. It's nothing. Let's see what it looked like in person. That's real gangster shit. So I mean, yeah, it's no holds barred when it's very like social media esque. But
Mhm.
it's different
Mhm.
when you face to face. Let's see how your gangster really is.
I got you.
Shout out to Bernard Hawkins for doing that bullshit Puerto Rico stand up.
Yo. All right, y'all. I appreciate that. We're gonna flip the script on it. We go to our next subject, our next topic, and we're gonna talk about the Cowboys. They suffered another great loss. It wasn't horrible, but you know, and of course, oh, I love that photo.
Oh
And
my
of course, so this kind of posed the question of why can the Cowboys beat good teams? You know, we all thought the Cowboys would be a good team themselves. Um, and there's so many other variables to consider. One right here is them wearing the F Dallas shirt under the jerseys. And then you have Dak, who his self-esteem has gone down. You know, people it's come out saying that you know he may be depressed or he may have always been depressed, and now it's just showing its skin again. But there's so many other things that go along with this story, that go along with these losses and how they've lost. But why is it that you think, Rita, I'm gonna start with you.
God.
Why can't the Cowboys beat good teams? Is it Dak? Is it the coach? Is it just the Cowboys being the Cowboys? What's the issue and what's going on with the team this year?
Well, it seems like anytime they play a team that has boss ass defense, they don't win. Um,
So it's Dak, you would say.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I think it's that. It's just like, okay, so Dak, right? He's an interception king and everything, but let's not forget too, interceptions come from the defense snatching that shit right out the motherfucking air. Sometimes it
Right.
is the quarterback's fault because you can't see, like you just throw it to the nigga and he's wide open. You're like, what are you doing? Or
Mhm.
the players like they don't get in the right like spot, they're not where they're supposed to be, yada yada yada. All those variables, right? But it's like when it's like a bit like a defensive team that like they are just like animals on the field, they can't beat them. So it makes you think like, what is the offensive coordinator doing? Like, what are they thinking about?
Mhm.
Are they not like prepping enough in ahead of the time? Are they not looking at the videotapes? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like riding horses when y'all instead of be practicing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. So and then I know the question came out like, should we bench Dak? I don't think they're ever going to bench him because the love is there. They love that motherfucker. They love him way too much. And I don't think he'll ever
Mhm.
like, be let go either, no matter how many fucking interceptions he got. The motherfucker had like 100 last year, so it's nothing
What makes him so special?
because he likes
It's
it.
like every time, is that it? Because every time it's like they get a QB. They did the same thing in Romo, and they put their all into that person, and they're just like, He's going to be our savior. I'm like, what is the deal? Okay.
Light skin.
It's Fearless. Fearless, I'm going to ask you next. Man.
Jimmy could give you the actual like facts.
you drop facts. You drop facts. Jimmy, why can't the Cowboys beat good teams? Why did they lose just recently? Is it Dak? Is it Dak's depressive state? Is it the coach? Like, what's going on with the Cowboys, man?
So this whole new depressive state shit, I know, what happened to his brother. It's unfortunate. But I think that every quarterback is sad when they lose, certainly when you get demolished, right? Y'all picked the 49ers. I said, oh, this is the time for the Cowboys to do, what they wanted to do and show at least a competitive. Those going to at least be competitive. It was a blowout. It was worse than what the score was. They took out Brock Purdy in the fourth quarter, the beginning of the fourth quarter, man.
Yeah.
It could have got to that 70 level. Mm-hmm. Like, seriously, they couldn't get stopped. I think they only punted twice. And that was when Brock Purdy got off the field. So it was up and down the field. And the defense was dynamite for the 49ers yet again. So to answer your question, I don't know why they can't beat good teams. I really don't, because they have the talent.
Yeah.
But if we want to start to kind of break down, I don't know this is why they can't beat good teams, but if we want to start to break it down, we got to kind of start with Dak Prescott. So when Dak came into the league, we already know, he was a 3rd round pick or whatever, or 4th, 5th round. I can't remember. But when he came into the league, he had the best offensive line. He had Ezekiel Elliott, and they had Amari Cooper. They had multiple wide receiver weapons. They had Dallas Goedert. I think he was a rookie at that time, but they had, they had Witten still on the team. Jason Witten was still on the team. So they had multiple dynamic weapons, but the defense wasn't where it needed to be, but the offense was. So Dak comes in because, Tony Romo gets injured. Dak plays well. And then Dak just takes the game and takes the team over. But they had a complete offense, but they didn't win because they didn't have a good defense. Now they have one of the best defenses, but the offensive line is old. Zeke is gone. They don't have a consistent running game. I'm sorry, CeeDee Lamb is not a number 1. He's a number 3.
Yeah.
You got Brandon Cooks. He's washed. The offense doesn't fit Brandon Cooks anyway. It just doesn't. Brandon Cooks is a go fast dude. He runs, he runs like flats. Just let him go, and just throw the ball deep. They don't. Their offense is not like that. And then the coaching is also a problem. Dak has never had a elite offensive mind, and he still doesn't. So all of those factors, I think, can probably lead to why they can't beat teams. But they are a team that is so sad because the Cowboys could never get both right. Like the 49ers have great offensive line, great defensive line, great running backs, great wide receivers, cheap quarterback. So they have the whole team. And it's rare to get that. But Dak is not good enough to have subpar weapons and elevate them. That's what Tom Brady can do. That's a difference, bro. It's a difference.
So when you say he doesn't have an offensive mind, how can you be in the position as a QB if you don't have an offensive mind?
No, I'm talking about his head coach doesn't have an offensive mind. Now we all know that, his head coach, he was with Aaron Rodgers. They won a Super Bowl. But when you look at this offense, it's not creative. It's not dynamic. And then you look at the 49ers offense, or you look at Sean McVay's offense. Shit, I mean, if you look at the Cleveland Browns offense, there's end arounds, there's fucking crazy ass slants that they're doing. They're doing running plays with the wide receivers, their fastest wide receivers. Look at Miami's offense. It's multiple points of attack. You don't know who's getting the ball. Dak just be throwing it to fucking CeeDee Lamb all the time. Like, everybody just gonna key up on CeeDee Lamb.
It's predictable.
What you gonna do?
It's a predictable
Thank you.
offense.
That's the word. Thank you, Rita. It's predictable.
So
you cannot
the Cowboys
in this league.
The Cowboys run their plays the same way the owners run their lives.
Yeah.
Very, very, very boringly, very predictingly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like, it's just an old team. It's just an old.
Yeah.
And Jerry, this is all Jerry Jones' fault. This is a symptom of America. It's rich people problems, but it's a symptom of America. When
Mhm.
you have a motherfucker that came from nothing, like Jerry Jones did, right? He came from Arkansas, it came from very, very low means. And then he makes himself into, this multi-billionaire man. He has to borrow money just to buy the Cowboys. He finally buys the Cowboys, and he does the smartest thing ever. He hires one of the best college coaches of all time to go ahead and run his team. But what he did was that he gave him complete ownership. And when he did that with Jimmy Johnson, he got mad because Jimmy Johnson got the credit and Jerry Jones didn't. And ever since then, Jerry Jones only hires people that allows for him to also be the GM. He's the GM and the owner of the team.
Oh,
Gotcha.
So if you don't have any say in the ingredients, how you gonna make a good fucking meal? How you gonna make a good meal if you ain't getting the ingredients? You're allowing this fucking guy to get the ingredients. He knows oil. He don't know football like that. I know he played it and everything, but he don't know football like that.
Right.
So, like, people like, oh, Bill Belichick could probably be the coach of the fucking Cowboys. You think fucking Bill Belichick gonna go over there and listen to this dude? Y'all know Jerry Jones got a radio show every week, y'all. He does a radio show.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
I know.
This nigga's mad open. Nah, he's mad vocal. Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit. That's why he get these subpar coaches that don't mind dealing with him. They're gonna take his money. They're gonna get to the playoffs each year, but they never gonna win because he don't have excellent minds. That's gonna be like, hey, yo, I know you the owner, my nigga, but you need peace out. I don't do micromanagement. That's just not gonna happen. It's just a different day and age. So
let me ask you this question about the 49ers. Does this make Brock Purdy elite?
No.
Because when when I hear about these QBs, like it's like people want to put Purdy in that list, but they don't. So it's more so just
it's warranted.
Just the offense, yeah.
It's so. I'll let Rita go first. Rita, do you think this dude is elite?
No, I don't get those vibes.
See that, and you see some Rita's
understand.
She said vibes.
Yeah, I don't get those elite vibes. But I think he's really intelligent, and he has a boss ass team to depend on.
Guess what? Tom Brady. That's who he reminds me of. Not like in terms of his body and his what's going to happen. Yeah. But if y'all remember, me and Rita, we was, I was young. Rita, we was both young watching Tom Brady when he first won. Ain't nobody expect that shit. That shit was weird.
Yeah.
Like, he came out of nowhere, dog.
He understands.
He gets
different when you can read the fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why Mahomes is decent too. Mahomes is I feel like Mahomes is elite because he's just been around. But okay, Mahomes could do a no look motherfucking pass.
He does it all the time.
It's regular.
And he practices
football.
it. He practices it. So, but that's So
Purdy, I don't think Purdy's at that level yet, but he's very intelligent on the field. It's it's like, I guess it's like layers of quarterback, so to speak.
Yeah.
Layers of being a quarterback.
There's levels. Mm-hmm. There's levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Brock Purdy to me is Tom Brady before he went and had 10 years of no Super Bowls.
Word.
You remember they won 3. Right, 2-2 lost 1, or 2-2 didn't make it because Tom got injured. Then they won another one. Then for 10 years they didn't. They went to the playoffs every year, but they did not go to the Super Bowl. And in that time, Tom Brady became elite. And then as soon as those years came along, he started winning multiple MVPs, and they started going back to the Super Bowl every year because it became Tom's team. Brock Purdy is going to have such a good team for such a long time that he's going to be allowed to have a few years where they don't go to the Super Bowl or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then after that shit, when they rebuild that team, once he gets to the end of his second contract, when they rebuild that team, he going to show that he is the best. And when you consistently win, your confidence is so high, it allows you to be a pinpoint accurate, confident quarterback. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I think that we're going to see Brock Purdy, he's going to be the next Tom Brady where we're going to see him play 20 years. And you're going to be like, yo, this motherfucker is the bomb. And he might not have all the numbers, but he probably break the passing record, just the passing yards record, because he's going to be in the league forever. He don't get hit. He makes the simple read. His passes are only 7 yards. The wide receivers do the rest of the work.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
So let
pass
me
like
ask
that,
you.
you're gonna be all right.
Let me ask y'all. Purdy or Jalen Hulu?
Ooh.
I'm taking Hulu. Hulu.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
Hulu.
Always
Hulu.
bet on black.
You said
Because
what?
you need.
Always bet on black, and
Yeah.
That's not what I was
it
thinking.
pains me to vote for an Eagle.
Because what you're saying with
Oh no.
Purdy is like you're going to need a strong offense for him to
For
be
now.
effective.
For now. For now.
Mm.
For now. But trust me, couple years, he ain't gonna have all those weapons. Niggas gonna retire. Niggas gonna get old. People gonna want. When they win a Super Bowl, they gonna want a new contract. Right? Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuels, those guys are gonna get older. They're not gonna be there. It's gonna be a new crop of young guys. And as long as he keeps Kyle Shanahan, one of the best offensive minds that we have in football, he gonna continue to win it. And he's gonna get better and better to the point where we're gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker is the MVP this year. And he's close to it. But that's that team. That he is managing the team. He's a team manager right now. But that's what they said about Tom. But I'll take Hulu because I've seen Hulu take over games by himself.
Facts.
I've seen him down 20. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They lost, but he outplayed him.
Yeah.
If you look at the stats, he had better stats. He had better deep balls. But pause. But you,
Big pause, man.
but
Big pause.
the
Man.
Eagles defense out of nowhere magically just became bums. Maybe because they playing the best offensive mind in one of the best offensive mind in football is Andy Reid. So I don't think that it's a shame that you can't. I was wrong. My Super Bowl pick was the Cowboys, and it's crazy because I don't think
You
that
still
the
got
Cowboys,
time. There's still time, man.
if they, unless depending on injuries, that's going to happen, right? But Diggs is injured. Micah Parsons, he usually has a slump each year. That was the game, man, to show something. You can't get beat like that, dog.
Yeah,
Not
it
on
was
national
one game,
TV.
but I understand that. But it's not. It's not unsuper bowlable. Like they can still get to the Super Bowl, man. But come on, man. Nobody. I guarantee you, if they make it to the Super Bowl, nobody's gonna remember these losses. And if they do, it's just like, it was just part of a crazy season.
You might be right.
You
You
absolutely.
might be right. I give you that.
You never know.
You never know.
All right, y'all. We're gonna flip the script on it. Appreciate that. Then we're gonna go to our next topic. And I wanted to ask you guys, do you think it is time to fire Bill Belichick? He hasn't been doing too well. You know what? I'll just go. I don't think it's I think it's more Mac Jones than Belichick. But I'll say this: it kind of seems as if Belichick really needed. He wasn't elite without Brady, and it's really showing right now. So if that's the case, then Belichick was nowhere near as good as what we assumed he was or thought he was. But either way, I would like to know what you guys think. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go with Fearless first, and I'm gonna ask you: do you think it's time to fire Bill Belichick? Do you think it's time to pull Mac Jones, or do you? And was Belichick even elite? Was Belichick even one of the best coaches of all time, or was that mainly um, a Tom Brady team? I personally believe like he needs Tom Brady, but I'm gonna go ahead and see what you guys think. Fearless, what do you believe?
So we dropped a video about this called "Time to Sit Mac." And I say on there, sit Mac Jones or fire Bill Belichick. And the more I think about it, certainly after this last game, you get blown out 2 weeks, biggest losses ever for that coach.
Mm-hmm.
This is and I'm just thinking out loud. This just makes me feel like Tom Brady, man. That was a real pimp move to leave, go to Tampa Bay with all those weapons, win a
And
Super
win.
Bowl, and be
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, match me, bitch."
Yeah.
That's cojones. I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. that motherfucker tripping. So anyway, to answer your question, Robert Kraft, man, he don't play. And he don't like Bill. There's multiple books about it. Him and Bill Belichick. When Bill Belichick was coming to a party, he said, "Oh, here come this dickhead." Like, he don't really fuck with that dude, no matter how many Super Bowls they got. I personally believe that it's time for both of them to go. It's over. It's I love Bill Belichick. He's the best defensive coach that we've ever seen. And what he does with cornerbacks, he can just make cornerbacks. He made Stephon Gilmore. He made Jones, both Jones, actually. I'm sorry. Gonzo, before he got injured this year, the rookie, he was elite. He was becoming elite. Best defensive mind. He can't draft, and he refuses to get a GM that will be separate and oppose him. So if you don't want to do that, you can't draft wide receivers. You're struggling now to draft offensive linemen. You can't draft running backs, and your quarterback is mad. You can't hire offensive coordinators anymore. It's time for you to go. He's disconnected, and I don't think that he fits in this league right now anymore, and definitely not with this team. Mac Jones, he's a bitch. He screams and cries. He acts like a hoe. He doesn't. The team doesn't like him. He hits people in the balls during football games. He's fucking trying to trip people all the fucking time when they running past him. He's a dirty player. He never had a big arm. He was boosted up by black wide receivers that was, catching anything this nigga threw. And all of the wide receivers that he played with in Alabama are now in the league, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is called Skinny Batman. His name is Smith. That nigga fucking number 2 wide receiver with the Eagles. So I don't think Mac Jones is a good quarterback. I think his body language is terrible. And I just feel like it's time to start a new age of the Patriots. But I'm sorry, Patriots fans. Now you see how everybody else fucking feel.
Word.
This is how everybody else feel. Y'all had prosperity for the past 20 years. Y'all gonna have 20 years of sucking. It is what it is.
All right. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. You can't be mad at winners for winning, bro.
I thought that was beautiful.
You know what I mean? You can't. Come on, man.
Off the dome. So,
and then you wish them for 20 years? 20 years
I mean,
of
hey, you a Saints fan, right?
Yeah.
Shut up. You know what happens. Your team sucked. They used to wear fucking brown bags. You remember that? They used to wear brown paper bags on their head with little cuts out. The Aints. They changed y'all name from the Saints to the Aints. Then y'all was good. Y'all still relatively good. So
I think 34-0 is relatively pretty good. Speaking of which, you said the Falcons is a team to beat in that area. How is the Falcons the team to beat?
Did I say that?
We win 34-7. You did say that.
When I say that?
We said that in the text message. Give me a second to run through the text messages.
Yeah,
because I even said, no, you was like, nah, bro. You was like, oh yeah, the Falcons a team to beat, and I was like,
when was this? Was this April
30th? This was Sunday. This was just this past Sunday when they won, and I was like,
I did not say that. I didn't say that.
All right,
but nah, seriously, I do think I did think that the Falcons are going to have a good record. So I ain't going to act like, I'm not going to lie. I definitely thought that, but I damn sure thought that the Patriots were going to suck. I think I had them at 6-10, and I might be wrong because they 1-5 or 1-4. Yeah, they haven't got a bye week yet. So yeah, that's my
all right. Miss Rita, I would like to ask you how you feel about it. Is it time for Belichick to go? Do you think it's time for Jones to go instead, or would you think a complete overhaul of the Patriots?
Well, I think. Okay, so I don't really know all the deets about them. I just know they're cheaters, and I hated them ever since Brady was on there. So I'm not a Patriots fan at all.
I still don't think that the Flakegate thing was a cheat. I heard that QBs do that all the time. I heard
they
that
do. They deflate balls all the time, but his was deflated.
And they stole people's playbooks and shit.
His was like this, Wayne. This was how it was.
No, get out of here.
I swear to God. They
could you can't. Then you couldn't throw that, man. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, that's why he was throwing that shit 120 yards.
With all that shady shit that happened before, karma's a bitch. So I think they get karma. But I read the energies on the screen when I watch those punk ass games, if I have to. And I don't know what it is about Belichick, but he has like this just like mean, solemn face.
Never happy.
Fuck.
He never happy. He hates his team. He hates being there. He hates the weather. Every game he's played, it was raining, unless it was just raining on him and everything else. Now it's like this dark cloud over him. And then I look at Matt Jones, and he's just like this like spoiled brat or he has like a meme.
He does have that face.
Yeah, like throwing his helmet and shit.
Cussing people out.
He
What
has
the
like a
fuck?
weird
Yeah.
familiarity with Manning. I always look at him and think Manning. I don't know.
Chubby Manning.
Yeah, like I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? So the energy is off with them. I think them motherfuckers need to watch The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh and learn from that, dig into your history and rebuild it that way and rethink your strategy. And maybe y'all can make it another year. Yeah, they need divine intervention. And they need God. They need prayer. They need to go to church. It's too much ego on that sideline. That's how I see it.
That's actually a really good analysis. It does look it's sad to see a team that was so successful,
Yeah.
but now they all look like so sad and demoralized, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck going on? It's just bad energy.
It's just not a good vibe. And I heard one of their beat reporters, he was on the Jim Eisen show, or excuse me, the Rich Eisen show.
Rich Eisen show.
Excuse me. And he said that he's been around the team for 25 years. And he said it's never been like this, even when they was losing, because he was with the team in the 90s when they were like really bad. Before they went to the Super Bowl, if y'all remember that, they went to the Super Bowl. They played the Packers. That was Brett Favre's first win, or his only win, excuse me. So he said it was worse. It was worse than then when they were terrible in the 90s. Like Bill's 74, y'all.
Oh,
right.
Sit down.
Like, it's a different now. The coach of the Seahawks, he's 78, but everybody love playing for his ass. I forgot his name right now.
He don't look it. He don't.
No, he runs down the sideline when they score him because people.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's Carroll.
Pete Carroll, right? But you know, Bill, he looked like he wearing Depends.
Yeah,
it's just like real sad and just no, it's not. It's not sad. Look, it's anger.
It looked like I want to go home.
And
but it's always looked like that.
He has always looked like that.
Game is just like you're just sitting there like fucking upset. Like everybody just need to go home, corporate or something. I don't know.
I think me and Rita agree that they need to.
Thank God, yo. They need prayer.
And look, there's going to be 11 quarterbacks in this draft that have the potential to be the top of the league. Dead ass. Like there's guys in this draft. So obviously Mac Jones ain't going to be, unless something dramatically changes, Mac Jones ain't going to be the quarterback next year. So you can get Penix. I mean, you can get Drake May if they got a 1-5 record. They might be able to get Caleb Williams. I don't know if Shador's coming out, but if Shador comes out, you don't think that, Deion will be like, yeah, go ahead, coach for Bill.
Right.
I don't see why he would love his son to get that tutelage.
Under Belichick?
Yeah, because Deion's hard nosed. He's hard body. He's a cuss you out coach. He's a rah-rah coach. And that's what Bill is too, no matter how old the fuck he is. But I just don't think Robert Kraft likes this shit no more. I think it's over. I think he wants a reset. Robert Kraft just married a 25-year-old. So I'm pretty sure he wants some young blood. And I don't know how it should be. That's really fucked up.
Right. All right.
Fucking pervert.
Look at her face.
All right. We're going to flip the script on it. We're going to flip the script on it, y'all, and do the next topic. Since we're talking about benching everybody, we're going to bench this person and fire this person. What are we going to do?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, you brought up her name again, man. You ruined my whole Saturday.
Your thing says Free Will Smith. His name says Free Will Smith.
That should be the next shirt. Go ahead.
I'm with it, bro. I'm not against it.
Cha-ching! By the way, go to Etsy. Links in the description. If you go to the description, you can see our Etsy. Go to our page. We got a whole bunch of shirts. I got a shirt over here, but it's dirty. I was wearing it. My bad, y'all. But we got a whole bunch of shirts. Not the one Wayne wearing, but his t-shirt is banging.
Yeah,
we got all types of shit. So hook it up. Go ahead, Wayne. My bad.
What are we gonna do with Russ, y'all? What is going to happen? He just keeps embarrassing himself, embarrassing the team, embarrassing Sierra. Like, what is going on here, man? He's what, like, for real, what's going on with Russ?
Look at his face, y'all.
Look at this.
The baby.
That's fucked up.
His line is off. His line is off, man.
I just think that's the way his head is tilted.
Are you sure? No, because his head is tilted straight. His line is off, dog. White people be doing his hair.
But he got that
Go ahead.
shea moisture in that hair, though.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
That shit is
The curl
fabulous.
is
I'm
popping.
sorry, broski. Yes, it is. That boy got that curl.
That's fine. He had a curl. His line looked fucked up though.
Wait, after
That
that,
shit look
yeah,
a little-
twice.
okay, sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
In Atlanta,
Is
can't
it- Yo, is it time to bench Russell Wilson? What are we gonna do here? Is it time to bench Russell Wilson? Do we get rid of God? The name escapes me right now. The coach. What the hell
Sean
do we do
Payton.
next with the
Sean
team, man? What the
Go
hell
ahead,
do we
Ritter.
do? We get rid of both of the guys? Do we get rid of Wilson, Payton, or just Wilson? What the hell happened? What's next for the team?
Okay. So
I'm stupid.
they are not going to get rid of him.
I don't think so either. No.
If they do, they are going to be out $39 million. Let's take it to the fucking bread. No one's going to lose $39 million. They're not going to get rid of him. So, as a project manager, I'm going to take their solve into a project management-esque solution. Okay? Because if I was on a project and doing something is going to make us lose $39 million fucking dollars, we are going to find a fucking solution and miracle in order to make it not happen. We're not going to take a $39 million loss. We're either going to just dead it all and just close it out completely, or we are going to think of a creative fucking way and a whole new strategy in order to make this shit work. So we don't take a loss that deep. So convert that into football. You motherfuckers need to rethink your strategy. I don't know if you gotta like fucking move some players around, make fucking Russell Wilson a receiver, make roles on the fucking practice. Let everybody exchange roles so everybody can feel what everybody's going through and understand it, and then get back together into the other roles. Like, I don't know what the fuck you got to do to rethink how the fuck. Like, everybody needs to mesh well. Ain't nobody meshing. Everybody hate each other on that fucking team. What's the problem? The coach hate this motherfucker. He hate him. Nobody hates him. Like, everybody hates him. You can't call him. What's the problem? There's no communication. I mean, you gotta have a communications plan. Who the fuck are the stakeholders? Like, we taking it there. Like, come on. Think of your strategic objectives. What are you doing? Are you just gonna say fuck it and take the $39 million loss? Do you got it like that? I mean, is the Denver Broncos invested in the weed game in Colorado? Because if you are, then you can take the loss because you're going to get that $30 million back in another month. Mm-hmm. Do you have weed as an investment? Because that's the only way I see that you're willing to take a $39 million loss, unless y'all just balling like that. I mean, are you on Apple status where you just got reserves, nigga? Got $1 trillion in reserves? Like, what's going on over here? So, get it together. Get it together. Let everybody talk. Y'all need a therapy session. Do people need to sit in front of each other and stare each other in the eyes for 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. And love on each other? Like, seriously, like, what the fuck going on?
I hope I don't have to do that with somebody one day. I'll be so mad.
They ain't gotta tell y'all what they doing in the locker room or on the field.
That was a very intelligent response to what they should do. I don't think it's logical. I don't know. Phyllis, what do you think, man? Who has to go? Does Russ get benched?
All right, so Savita, I gotta disagree with you. You can let go of $39 million, excuse me. The reason why is this. Guess who owns the Broncos?
I don't know.
Which white guy owns the Broncos?
The Waltons. You know who the Waltons are?
Walton?
The Walmart cats.
Shit, never mind. You pissed $39 million. You make $39 million a second. Never mind. Yeah. See, I didn't know. They corrected.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I was just like,
Fuck it.
They don't give a fuck about that money.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about that money.
Oh, okay. Bye.
So first of all, Russell Wilson got traded to the team before the Waltons bought the Broncos. This all happened in the same 2-month thing. He got traded there. They gave him a new contract. The Waltons bought the bitch. So it was like the Waltons signed off on it, but they didn't really initiate this trade. I'm pretty sure the Waltons would have been like, hey, let's get a young guy. We can promote him. We can build him up, pay him nothing. They probably thought about that, but the Waltons are hands off. They're not jumping in this shit and being like, oh yeah, we're going to tell you what to do. This is not bread and eggs in the same fucking terrible shirts. You know what I'm saying? They wash one time and they deteriorate. I got a few Walmart clothes. Don't let me hold you.
Yo.
I got some nice Walmart shirts that I've had for 6 months. Some bitches are nice.
I'm about to say, okay.
Yeah, I'm just joking around.
All right. And they got that Sophia Vergara collection. That shit is
and you saw they got the new Reebok shit too. That shit ain't bad. They got Reebok clothes. Yeah.
I always get my George t-shirts, because the George George t-shirts are the only ones, the collars that actually, fit.
You can watch them collars a million times. Them bitches gonna be all right. So yeah, true. I don't know what they got going on. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. All right. So the Broncos, they're not gonna let go of Sean Payton. They just got Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a Super Bowl winning coach. And he actually has made Russell Wilson look better. If you look at the stats, guess who Russell Wilson got the same stats as?
Because I said this before, man. He's doing bad this year. He's just losing.
He has the same stats as Patrick Mahomes.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
You know what the difference is? The Chiefs have one of the best defenses and the youngest defense in the league. So that defense is going to be good for years. So my point is that losing makes you look at everything. It makes you look at everything. And you like, yo, if we could lose with a rookie that we're going to pay $900,000, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million, $10 million to, right? But I'm losing to a rookie. I can build out the rest of this offense because the wide receivers ain't worth dick. The offensive line is terrible and they have no running game. Oh, I forgot. The defense is one of the worst in history. And they finally had a good game and they still lost. So the reason why I say this is going to happen is because the Eagles, they did the same shit. Y'all remember when Carson Wentz got that contract? And then, so Carson Wentz, he was supposed to be the MVP. He got injured. He broke his knee or some shit. So they gave him a big contract because he was going to be the MVP. But, he didn't because he got fucked up. So they gave him a big contract, and his cap hit was $35 million per year. A lot of money. That motherfucker started playing like shit. They cut his ass, and they started Jalen Hurts. That's how Jalen Hurts got the starting job. So if you don't think that money matters, remember dead cap is only 1 year, y'all. If they cut him before March 14th, the start of the new league year, is only going to be $17 million. That ain't shit. Cut that nigga. That's what's going to happen. It's a shame because Russell is fine. I think they should trade Russ. I think they should trade Russ to a team, but I just don't know where. So that's what I would do. The coach ain't going nowhere. Sean Payton's going to be where he is, but it's time to either trade Russ or cut Russ. And you might want to bench him now.
Or bench him. Just bench him.
Bench him now. Yeah, bench him. So because if he gets injured, then you got to pay him. And
who's the backup? Who's the backup?
Me? I don't know.
Top of your head?
I think it's No, I'm sorry. I don't. I usually know this. I have no idea. No clue.
What about him going to the Patriots? How does that look?
I mean,
you want to go to Loom and Doomville?
Sir, he already looked sad. Hold on, let's bring the picture back.
Yeah.
He going.
Y'all don't know he got tears in his eyes. You know he don't smoke weed, so his eyes are red because of crying. Oh, it's a shame, man. It's sad. I know we make fun of him. I know he's the corniest nigga in captivity, but kind of like y'all was talking to me last week, and I had to revisit it. I had to rethink maybe my position is messed up about Zach Wilson. Maybe I'm being too hard on the motherfucker. Then I think about it like, nah, I'm not. Fuck that. Fuck him too. Both of them motherfuckers need to play better.
No, man.
But Russell,
Zach, it's different for Zach, man. Zach was kind of thrusted up in it, man. He wasn't ready, and then you could say you're supposed to get ready, but fuck, man, like
You ain't if
you're
you
the
stay ready,
backup
you
to
ain't gotta be
Aaron
ready.
Rodgers. I understand that, but when you're a backup to Aaron Rodgers, and he
Never been injured like
is
that. I give you that. That's
exactly,
weird.
yeah, you know, he
It's
wasn't.
some weird shit. Like Rita said, the energies, the vibes, the bad karma. I don't know what the fuck they just did, but something happened. I don't think he expected to play. But yeah, I think they're gonna cut.
Guidance. Zach Wilson need guidance. That's all.
He needs something. He need talent. Fuck y'all talking about. But that nigga need a new arm and a new brain. That nigga need a new person. That nigga need a new body.
Everybody just need to stop drinking on them damn box seats and go the fuck down there and talk to him.
He already tried that shit. Remember he came out there with his broke leg? I don't remember that shit. Yeah, Taylor Swift was there and he came over there with his peg leg and he was trying to talk to Zach, and Zach was like, I'm gonna throw this interception, so don't worry about it. And he threw it.
Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
I'm sorry. But anyway, go ahead. Sierra.
Yo, man. Leave Zach alone. You know what?
Rock,
Save all your hate for Zach and give it to Dak, man.
Is that in that her song? Let me see you 1-2 step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga need
I like
1-2 step out of there, man. Because he getting cut. He should request a trade. If I was him, I would request a trade. I don't know where though. He would be
so
nice
that's one
in
of those
Atlanta.
things. So you're saying no.
They got weapons.
Me and my barber had a conversation about this back when Dwight Howard had joined the Hawks. He was only on there for like a few years and left out.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, why? You know, why you just stay? Like, where else you gonna go? Like, and my barber was like, yo, a lot of people can't take it out here in Atlanta. Like, a lot of people are from different places where they close at like 12, 1, 2. There's always something to do in Atlanta, and there's always some shit to get into. And Dwight Howard got himself into some shit.
Yeah, he was.
So I don't think Russell Wilson
girls.
will do well. This ain't for him. This ain't for Russ, man.
Don't
get me wrong. Like, we got churches on every corner. You know, I don't know if he's a church going guy, but I don't know if Atlanta is
all
good.
You know is church.
He should.
Well, no, that's all he knows is Christianity. That doesn't mean he go to church.
But that's where the white family's at. That's where the white family, like Sierra, that's her shit.
Yeah, so it's not like if he out there slinging, he gonna get caught.
He should be straight though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. He's going to sling. He's going to sling.
Like what?
What? Hey,
so
whatever he's got, man.
No.
Hey. It's easier. It's easier, bro.
Let's stop talking about this.
Bro, LeBron. Every time LeBron comes,
we gotta start talking about this.
Yeah. Look, LeBron cheats on his wife every time he comes to Atlanta, bro. We all know.
Everybody cheats on their wives when they come to Atlanta.
I'm not. That's all I got to say about
that. Yeah, sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Back. Thanks a lot, y'all.
It is what it is. Shit.
No, it ain't. Let's move to the next goddamn topic.
Let's move on to the next one.
Oh my God. What's next?
All right, y'all. So we're gonna flip the script on it. Speaking of Jalen Hulu, they are still undefeated. They're still undefeated. And I have a question: how and why are the Eagles still undefeated? Because my thing is, a lot of Jalen, he's been doing his thing, but I don't feel like he's been winning the games for the Eagles. I think just everybody else has been. The defense has been, But either way, what do you guys feel? What is making them so undefeated, and why doesn't Jalen Hulu look elite this season?
Because look at
his stats is great, but.
Look who the fuck they played. They're undefeated because they played the fucking Patriots, Loom and Doom. Who else the fuck they played? They played the Vikings. Fuck out of here. The Bucks. Bucks, bye. The Commanders, my babies. And the Commanders was the only ones that gave them a run for their fucking money. And then they played the Rams, also my babies. But they ain't been right since the Super Bowl. So look who the fuck they played. Now this next round of like 10 fucking games is going to be lit. Now we're going to see. I think they got a loss coming no matter what. Because they got to play the Bills. They got to play the Patriots. The Bills, they got to play the Chiefs. Like, now it's going to get real to it. And they got to play the fucking Cowboys, too. That's a rivalry that's like,
They
Cowboys
gotta
might
play the Niners too.
because they hate them so much. So it's
That's
like,
gonna be crazy.
yeah, that's going to be fucking insane. So they got a loss coming. They're not going to be. I don't think they're going to have an undefeated season. But yeah, the reason why they're undefeated now because they play some fucking scrubs.
That's a good point.
Phyllis, what do you feel, man? What do you think, man? Do you what makes them undefeated, and when is a loss coming their way?
Rita's right. I mean, I didn't even think about that. Their record or the people that they played have been piss poor. But you gotta remember, these were all like almost playoff teams, not the Patriots, right? But Washington was a playoff team last year. The Vikings was a playoff team last year. So you gotta play who was on your record. Ain't nobody knew these motherfuckers was gonna be this bad. Like I didn't think Washington was gonna be that bad. That was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But the Vikings, that's still a surprise to me. The reason why I think the Eagles, and really the Eagles are undefeated because they have one of the best defenses in the league and they have the best offensive line. So straight up and down, football is real simple. It's not simple to play, but it's simple to understand. Football is about tackling and defending the quarterback. That's really all it's about. Tackling, defending the quarterback. If you can do those, your quarterback is competent, you'll see great quarterbacks make it to the bowl. And that's what they can do because they have the best offensive line and their defensive line has so many young guns and veterans that they can just do a lot. So I feel like the Eagles are going to be a hard team to beat. But Jalen Hurts is not playing like himself because they have a new offensive coordinator. And I don't think that offensive coordinator know how to call offense yet. He's learning on the job. And it's a hard thing to learn, to call a complex but also easy and unique offense to surprise teams. You can't just do what they was doing the first 3 weeks. Let's just throw it to AJ Brown really deep. That shit ain't gonna work. You got to have an ultimate running game. You got to have balanced offensive concepts and schemes, and you got to surprise teams. And their offense is a little vanilla, but I think it's going to get better and better and better as the year goes on. But they have a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. So,
are you saying new like this their first time working?
This is their yeah, in these roles, not like this.
So
they're rookies.
Their rookie is a rookie offensive coordinator and a rookie defensive coordinator. Yes, it is.
So can Jalen not override them? Like if they're like you, because you're saying like it may take them a while to get the play together or something.
That's a good point.
Look at Jalen's like,
face.
all right, fuck them niggas, let's go.
Look at his face.
Because he can go like he can because that's what made Manning and Brady so fucking fierce is because they throw audibles on the field. And be like, oh, fuck that, do this. Where your audible skills at, my G?
So we don't know if Hurts does that. We don't know because that does take years. It's not just something that you just do. Tom Brady was getting them plays called for like 5 years. He was scared as shit out there. And Peyton Manning, he was one of the worst rookies of all time. If you look at his stats, he threw like 25 interceptions and 16 touchdowns. He was fucking awful. But everybody knew he was going to be elite. So they just let him go ahead and run because the team was terrible. I don't think Jalen has that carte blanche yet, but it's coming. And I feel like this team is going to be good because if they can't throw the ball one game, they're going to run it. If they can't run it, they can beat you with kicks. Like they're going to beat your ass. They're going to beat you. So like Rita said, Rita's right. We're going to see what this team really is coming up. Because when you got to play the Chiefs, which are not having a good year either. When you got to play the Chiefs, you got to play the Bills, you got to play the 49ers, you got to play the Cowboys twice. Man, those are some fucking terrible, tough games to play, man. Yeah. You are not playing no puss-ass teams. You're not. You're playing some boys. So we'll see. They started off the season good. They beat who they had to beat. They probably guaranteed to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they're going to lose I think they're going to lose about 4 or 5 games. They're going to lose to some boys. But that's not bad because the NFC is terrible. The NFC, I mean, man, number 1 seed, that ass might be the fucking Lions.
Yeah,
or the 49ers. Like, it's going to be one of those guys. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them teams. So that's what I'm saying. That's my opinion. I feel like we just got to continue to wait. And we might not see Jalen Hurts really be good until the playoffs or next year. It's going to take some time. Yeah. And the reason why I can say that is if you look at the coaches that they lost, look at what those coaches are doing. Look at what them coaches are doing, man. And if you don't know where they play, the coach is for the Indianapolis Colts. You can see that team. They won with Gardner Minshew last week. You know what I'm saying? Their rookie quarterback keep getting injured. You see how that offense is, and then the defensive coach, he coaches the Arizona Cardinals, which I know they only won one game, but they give everybody a hard time.
Yeah, them niggas are sneaky as shit. Oh, they sneaky.
They'll beat your ass if you let them play. They'll beat your ass. So
they will probably beat the fucking Eagles out of fucking nowhere.
They probably would. I agree with what Rita just said. I fucking agree.
All right. That's really it, man, because we're about to reach up, but we are exactly.
Oh, wait, we got one more.
Okay. All right.
Victor.
Oh yeah, Victor Robin Noodle. So he he played a game last night, and he I think he scored 25 points and blocked a bunch of shots.
Hey.
So yeah, he actually showed himself. He showed out a little bit last night, which was really good. Fearless, how you felt about the game, man? Do you think this is a bright sign of things to come, or
I think he's going. Oh my God! If that boy can stay healthy, that's something different. I ain't never seen a dude that big. He's 7'4", y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Durant is 6'11", 7 feet. Let's just, who gives a shit? Let's say he's 7 feet, right?
Yeah.
Giannis is 7 feet. Jokic, he's 7 feet.
Yeah.
He said this dude is 7'4", and he moves like Kevin Durant. He shoots like Kevin Durant. And he passes like LeBron.
Yeah.
And he's 19. I think we're seeing a generational talent that we're not going to appreciate. And I think that we are seeing a future champion in the next 5-6 years, which would be very fast, but would be like kind of how Giannis won.
Mm-hmm.
And people are going to have a handful of this motherfucker. But if he gets it, the problem is that he can get injured because he is Yao Ming's height.
Oh God, no.
Athletic.
He can get injured because he has fucking churros for legs.
Yeah.
All right.
He has keyboards for feet. So he's just asking for it.
Jesus Christ, man.
I saw that nigga. I saw that nigga's feet, man. I was like, yo, I've never seen that. It looks common.
Hey, yo, that nigga built like Sideshow Bob, man.
Yes. His fucking feet.
Yo.
I think this nigga wear a 45. I don't know what I thought that was a waistline, bitch. This nigga's wearing that shit on his toes. I said, God damn. Did y'all see the picture with him next to fucking Shaq?
No. Let me see.
He made Shaq look like Lil Man.
Did he?
Dante, Wayne, you ever see me stand next to Dante?
Yeah.
That's how I look. I swear to God. Like he could put me in his fucking pocket or take me home and put me to bed. That's how big this dude is. But he can shoot threes and he can shoot mid-range and he can dribble. I mean, dribble, y'all.
Yeah.
He can defend. Man, that motherfucker's nasty. Rita, did you get
what took him so long to show out?
I just think he gotta get acclimated to this game. And Coach Popovich said that he's gonna take his time just like he did with Tim Duncan. He said he's not exposing him to too much. He's not gonna have him playing 40 fucking minutes. His body has to develop into a man. Mm-hmm. I know he looked like a grown ass man, but just like Wayne said, he got fucking churros for legs. And he needs to eat. He needs to work out.
I don't like his body. His body scares me. Just looking at it, he's just too skinny.
Small. But you gotta remember how Giannis came in, bro. Giannis looked emaciated, nigga. Like Giannis looked like the way he grew up, where they were living in a 2-bedroom home with 7 people. Oh. Like that's how Giannis came in. He had big ass head, small body.
Yo, come on.
Same thing with Kevin Durant. Look at those old pictures. You be like, yo, these niggas need a burger. And now look at them. They got that NBA diet, bro. When you got that chef in there cooking up fucking bolognese, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Zion knows all too well about that, bro.
Zion got the exact opposite problem. He came in looking like a bowling ball. Now the nigga like a fucking bowling ball.
He stayed in it.
He looked like the whole lane.
That nigga needs Ozempic. Somebody get that nigga a band. Oh, I got the hook up. I told him I got him. That nigga needs Wegovy. You heard me? So, yeah, him and shoot him up, bang bang. I feel like Victor is better than both of those guys, and it's crazy that all of the best talent in 3 years is going to be international players. They're going to be the best players in the league, and that's going to be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
All right, I'm gonna have to. I see the comparison you were making between him and Giannis when he was younger, but still, in all, I'm looking at these pictures of Giannis, and he was a thin guy, but he had muscle, and he also he looks like how them skinny ass dudes that can probably fight real well back in the hood. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Giannis reminds me of. Ramen Noodle looks like he just one fall and he's just gonna just break like Legos, man.
Right.
I agree. I
yeah.
agree. That's the reason why that nigga need to play 20 minutes a game, let him score his 25, and then sit his ass the fuck down. Because the Spurs are gonna lose every game. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Let them lose. Let them lose. Let them lose. Go ahead, Rita. What you think, man?
I don't really have an opinion. I ain't watching shit. I ain't. But I think they need to protect him. Just protect him. Yeah, don't rush into it. And these are just preseason. When the season actually starts, protect him. Make sure he's okay. Don't let him get hurt at all.
That team is so.
Don't just throw him out. Don't throw him out there to the wolves and shit. But when they come to Austin, I'm fucking going.
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm going to Austin. I'm driving down there to go watch them play a couple times, Rita.
Yeah, they play. I think they play 2 games in Austin. So
yeah. I'm going. Yeah. I'm going to that. I want to drive to San Antonio to go watch that game at least a couple times. But he plays here in Dallas too, so I really could just wait. It don't fucking matter. Because he's gonna play in Dallas because they play Dallas Mavericks a bunch because they're in the same conference. But Victor, we should hear that Victor is really good. He should make some All-Stars. He should make some All-Pro teams, maybe second. He should be maybe Rookie of the Year. But we should not hear that, his team is excellent, because the Spurs are going to be terrible for years.
Can he carry them on his back?
Yeah. Fuck no.
Okay.
No. Hell, they can't beat Portland. They're not going to beat Portland. Nope. They can't beat Portland. They can't beat Utah. They can't beat the Bucks. They can't beat the Sixers. They can't beat the Mavericks. They can't beat Oklahoma City. They can't beat the Lakers. They can't beat the Warriors. They can't beat the Suns. They can't beat nobody. They can't beat the fucking Toronto Raptors. They can't beat nobody. They can't beat nobody, bro. They can't beat us three. They have nobody out there. Like, you don't know. Name me another player. No point. I know a couple of them because I'm lunatic and I love sports. Watching these weird ass teams. But trust me, y'all. Nah. He gonna suck this year. That's my opinion.
It's okay.
It's okay. It don't matter. They need to get. Yep.
What you saying? Everybody else is gonna suck too, so he'll fit right in.
His team is gonna be terrible, but he's gonna dominate.
Yeah. He needs to get used to how the professional league is played here anyway.
Ain't that right?
Get grounded into American customs and American play.
Yep.
And then you
get some American food.
And get some fucking muscles. And then you come back.
Man, please get some muscles,
bitch. Please.
I'm about to send this nigga a jar of whey protein.
That's Yao Ming. That's all I think about when I see him. Yao Ming. Yeah. Yao Ming moving like fucking Damian Lillard. Something's gonna fall. One of those legs ain't going to go the right way.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's light skin Manute Bol, man.
Yeah, man. Manute Bol was nasty when he came in. He kept getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Then he got bad. So it's just like, he got the best coach for him. He knows how to work with international players, and he knows how to work with niggas that's highly touted. So he knows 20 points, 25 points a game. We're going to lose every night. And who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because they need to build this team through the draft. Ain't nobody trying to sign to San Antonio. Nah. And he needs killers with him to protect him. When somebody touch him, they got to touch him. He needs a Draymond Green. That's what he needs. You touch Steph, Draymond gonna fuck you up, and then Draymond gonna wait for you at the bus to fuck you up twice.
Right.
Draymond crazy. He punching niggas in the face. He don't give a fuck about nothing. So he needs bulldogs. Then he needs finesse players. He needs shooters. He needs a team. Yep. They got this nigga playing center. He's a small forward. I know he's 7'5". He's a small forward. He's not a center. So yeah. I'm excited though. He's gonna be amazing. We might be seeing the next GOAT. Dead ass.
What?
Yeah, man. 7'4", move like Kevin Durant. That's goatish.
Yeah.
All right, big homie.
All right.
Now we done. Now we done.
All right.
Had to
All
get
right,
my
man. No, that's
stuff out
fine,
of my
man. It was a great week. A great week in sports, man. We thank you guys for spending time with us. This has been YFM Sports. You can also follow us at yfmsports.com. We have our blog there. We have all our shirts there, all our merch. We have some great Halloween shirts. We have Ghostface. We have Candyman. We have Jason shirts. Please go over to our website to find you one. Please go over to our website, listen to our blogs as well. You can also find us on YouTube where we drop videos all the time. You have Jimmy B. Phyllis who does Hear Me Out. You also have Sarita over here with Rita's F'd Up Stats, and I drop a video occasionally. There you go with the Jason Voorhees shirt right there in the red. Actually, that looks really good, man. And the Shooter McGavin shirt.
Yes.
That looks great as well. Those came out good, man.
Oh, real sexy. Real sexy.
Yeah. Hey, you put your shirts on the hanger, man. It'll stretch out the collar.
Does it? I didn't know that. My bad. I do the same thing. Oh, I didn't know that. Wayne is very fancy, so he be knowing. Wayne dresses.
At least it's not a wire hanger.
I know.
Yeah, that would be wild right there, boy. That would be crazy.
Like, who you beating tonight?
That's unforgivable.
I heat it up and I use it on myself.
Also, you can find us on YouTube at YFM Sports. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another What the F Happened This week. Please go buy some merch from us. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Peace.
Peace. Bye, everybody. Yep. Go to Etsy. Thank y'all. Peace.